4% were among adults 20 and 25. And during the pandemic, it was questioned. This is also from Toronto Star. Sorry, the report that I just gave was from CAMH, which is the Canadian Youth Mental Health. It's a great company. It's a great program in Canada for kids who are struggling with mental health. Those are the reports that I got. The Toronto Star wrote in December, it's a newspaper in Canada for those of you who don't know, and it's in December 5, 2020, they reported 1 in 10 Canadians questioned after the second round of COVID-19 lockdown. 1 out of 10 of them said they have contemplated suicide. 1 out of 10 when 3,000 people were questioned. So this is the thing, it's always been there. I personally had tried it when I was 15. I was raised by a very tough mom, and I was always like a book addict. So for as long since 3, before I started reading, I would hold books and look at them anyway. So I was 15 and she asked me to make coffee. And I made coffee, but I had a book on the left-hand side and I'm making coffee on the right side. So she comes in, she goes to me, "What are you doing?" I asked you to make coffee. I said, "I make coffee here, but you're reading." She took the book, threw it on the floor. She slapped me so hard on the face that I think for 2 minutes I couldn't see. I just had it, I think by that time. I don't know, those of you who are young, probably you don't know, but those of you who are 50 and above, you would remember there was a poison called DDT that kills cockroaches and ants and things like that. I ran and she was shocked because that was not normally I would cry, but that time I just ran and she ran after me. I took this bottle, opened it and gulped the whole bottle of DDT. It was, I had had 3/4 of it, I think, by the time she managed to take it off of me. And then she took me to the bathroom, pulled my hair, put a spoon in my mouth. She said, "Throw it out right now." She made me throw out by force because she was pulling my hair and I'm in the bathroom throwing. Then she made me drink a huge glass of water. And then she made me throw it out again. She did that 3 times, but the whole night I was burping. I think for 2 days, actually, I was burping DDT. I didn't die. The thing is, I don't know about you, but African families are very tough on their children. This is where I'm coming about parenting also. I don't know if this is out of the subject we're talking about today, but it does affect kids, the way we bring our kids. Toughness and kicking out a kid out of the house at age 15, at age 16 is not the solution. That's how kids get into bad stuff. They get into drugs, they get into gangs, when you kick them out of 15 instead of talking to them. So hitting the number of beating that I got growing up would have been like enough for a few dozen of people right now, honestly. Like my mom would be like in prison. That's technically what I would say. So those, at least there is no hitting a lot because it's against the law, especially here in the United States and Canada. But we grew up being beaten for every single reason that we didn't do. So here you see, in particular, single mothers, I find they struggle a lot with kids and trying to get a job, trying to do the housework, trying to control the kids. So the first thing they do is they kick a kid out. So I know of a kid, he was 16. He was 16. I didn't know about it up until 3 days later. My son came and told me, X, he is been sleeping at McDonald's 24 hours. And then he slept 1 night. 2 nights he slept at a McDonald's 24-hour open, and 1 night he slept at the night bus. And I told him why. He said his mom kicked him because he had an argument with her. I told him, bring him over tonight from school. And he was wearing uniform. So he was wearing the same uniform for 4 days, no shower. And nobody else would take him from his family. So I told him, bring him over. So he came over and I told him, you and I will chat later. Right now, I just want you. I told my son to be there the same height. So give him a full set of clothing and leave your clothing outside the bathroom. Go take a hot shower for as long as you want. And I put his clothing in hot water. I washed it. I dried it. So in the morning, he can change it. So he slept over. And then I had a conversation with him. He told me a lot of things, and I don't want to discuss that. But what I I said to him, she's his mom. She may be struggling that you don't know about. So go to her workplace and apologize to her. But I didn't do anything wrong. No, you didn't do anything wrong. Just go make peace with your mom, which he did in 2 days. So what I'm trying to say is I think parenting, we need to be careful how we parent our children. Being rough all the time, calling them names is not the solution. Hitting them is not the solution. And another thing is kicking them out of the house at that age, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is not the solution. That is one thing, my advice to parents. Be careful how you treat your kids. Treat them with love instead of anger and abuse. That is one. Another thing is in schools, there are teachers who also discriminate. This is in my book, the book on discrimination. So there are kids who have been discriminated because of their skin color, because of their religion, because of their social status. I think Salm and Dr. Clyde and everybody here, I think we all need to get to schools because the mental illness has to be added in the curriculum and personal development has to be added in the curriculum. I hope I didn't go over time.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having Gabi Abdi-Gadel from Canada. Wow. She's an award-winning author, certified Greenfield success principal. And she's a trainer. She's a cluster cleaning coach, Feng Shui practitioner, life coach, and a motivational speaker. Thank you so much, Gabi Abdi-Gadel, for having you share with us some of those powerful nuggets for parents, for our African parents and the parents all across the world should treat their young people. This is so powerful. Thank you, Temi Villiers from United States of America. Your personal growth and development is necessary in schools. Thank you so much. And this is the reason why we are bringing Stay Alive Volume 3 to the schools. Yes. This is what we're doing. We are bringing this into the institution. We are bringing this. We are not just here on the social platform to speak only. We are representative of Stay Alive Civility. And we are taking this powerful summit today into a book and into music. And we are taking it all across schools all across the world. Thank you so much, Gabi Abdi-Gadel, for having you. Dr. Clyde Rivers, I would like you to say something about the nuggets that amazing Dr. Apostle Peggy Elliott has shared with us, and Gabi Abdi-Gadel from Canada.
You know, this is what we need. We need voices of impact. And I'll tell you, the information that you're bringing and the content is real. Because what happens is this, the Stay Alive Civility is an interruption. We have to interrupt paradigms that are comfortable in existing, and we have to say, this is not good enough. And it takes voices like this to open the ears and the eyes of people. So, hey, I'm encouraged, I'm excited. This cannot stop. This has to interrupt every system of the world that is wrong. So, man, Gabi, you're an amazing machine. Miss Elliott, unbelievable. I am touched. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm super excited. Thank you, Gabi Abdi-Gadel from Canada. Thank you for sharing your thoughts, and we look forward to having all the amazing thoughts that you have that you're not able to share because of the time in the Volume 3. Thank you so much for having you. I am super excited with all the amazing speakers that we have on the list that are coming on. And I want to say a big shout out to all our viewers all across the world. I want to say thank you to Swampna Abgalka. Thank you so much. She said, amazing, Gabi. I have this from Candy. He said the summit is very educational and informative. Thank you for staying tuned. I want to say for everyone out there, please share this to someone until somebody gets to share to somebody and until somebody gets to watch this. Thank you. And Dr. Clyde Rivers, before we bring in our next speakers, one of our speakers that we have to bring on, Annie Marie, I want you to share with young people, Sir Clyde Rivers, what are the tools, workable tools that you think they can work on to improve their mindset, because I believe that mindset is the powerhouse of individual. So for you to stay alive, you need to have a renewed mindset.
Yeah.
A rich mind empty the grave. What can you say about this?
What I would say is this: our education system has to foster people's individual ideas, because your ideas,
Yes.
I live off my ideas, and see, sometimes institutions want to talk you out of your own ideas. So you must never let your personal ideas and your dreams die. So always fight for your dream as you're learning other things.